Hello everybody, good day to you guys. Welcome back to the channel. We've got this Chevrolet Tahoe unit over here, and we're in the middle of a rear axle swap. We've got an in-house refurbished rear axle. Nice paint job on it too. What we're doing is we're changing this from like I think it's a 342, the original, up to a 373 rear end ratio. We want a little bit more acceleration out of this Tahoe right here. The old one's over yonder, not a bad unit. It's still a good axle, but we didn't want to go with the same gear ratio. And there's another difference on this that's not really notable until you pay a little closer attention. Look at this cover right here, okay? Now, look at the cover on the replacement axle. You see there's a substantial size difference in there. Same thing with the differential and the housing. This right here is an axle out of a similar model year Cadillac Escalade that came with the factory 6.2, and that's a Tahoe that came with a factory 5.3. Now I do have a 6.2 for that truck sitting over there. We're going to build it and put it in and make it a 500 horsepower monster. But before doing that, we wanted to upgrade and beef everything up. That way we don't break this fragile little stock Tahoe axle. So we got one, like I said, out of an Escalade, which is a larger differential case, larger ring and pinion, and a different gear ratio. Now the axle shafts, the brakes, the overall size and dimensions on this are exactly identical to the other unit. It just has a bigger diff in the middle of it. So it's going to give us that extra strength that we need. So what we're doing today, like I said, we're halfway into this. I've got some of my youngins in the shop today, and my daughter, my oldest, is going to be our cameraman. So take it easy on the critiques. She's just a little kid. Think you can do that? Come closer. Yeah, you can move around. You can come closer. You're my new cameraman. Or camera girl. You're the camera girl. Are you learning? Yes? You can talk. You learning?
Yeah.
Just don't point the camera at you. You can point at me, but not you, okay? There's weirdos out there. Outside of the normal realm of most of us weirdos. Because we're all weirdos, right? But every now and then you run across weirdos that don't have a frontal lobe and they don't know how to make good decisions. I get all the bolts out, it won't come off. It's painted on. Ruined the paint job.
Bathroom I can use? Yes.
Man, that's in there. What about that? All the bolts are out. Yep, hammer time. Where's my hammer? Hammer.
Got one here.
I got a partial hammer.
There you go. That
Waiting for the snap-on guy to come by and warranty it. That's some good paint.
I was holding it just so it wouldn't fly.
I feel like I missed a bolt, but that's just good paint. There. Excellent. Is it that? Yeah, that's looks like the one. Yeah, that's the one right there. That's the pin bolt.
That's big. It's not coming out like this.
Is that gonna? I think we have to take that block out of there, that little spacer block.
Oh, I did it.
Push her axle in. See if it'll push in.
I did.
Do we need these nails?
Those aren't nails. Those are bolts. It's moving. Yeah, it's moving. Keep giving it some taps.
That's loud.
Yeah, it's moving. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah. Let me see your flashlight real quick.
Loud.
It is loud.
Very.
Definitely loud. I think you still have some space. Give it a couple more little taps. Actually, let me see your screwdriver. Give me a pry bar.
Look how clean that is.
I need a pry bar. Wait. Let's see. Give me a pry bar. I can pry this. See that little guy. See that? Got it right there. So now you should be able to pull that axle out. Pry bar it again. Oh, I smashed my flange. It hurts. It's moving. Yeah, you got it. All right, hey, tell you what. I can just pry the other side and it'll push it out. Or it's a bigger pry bar. Where's the big one at?
Oh, here it is.
See that big one? You can pry these against that brake shoe right there too. It won't hurt it.
Especially that one I'm replacing.
Man.
It's worse than the other one.
Here, I got it right back here. Wow.
Well, that's long.
It's the axle.
What are like 2 feet tall?
You should probably put axle seals in this too. What do you think?
It looks better than the other one.
Yeah, nah, I can't. I gotta put axle seals in it. There it is. Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Yep.
That's dirty.
Super dirty.
I'm gonna get my chair real quick.
Yes, sir. My finger hurts. I smashed it. And you totally have to have these axle seals in stock because I already tore them out and I need them.
Very much so, yes.
Don't say that. That's the wrong tone. Uh-oh.
What's uh-oh?
No, I don't want that. I need the seals. Don't. Are you gonna make me call Napa?
No.
No.
Yeah. No, you got him?
Yeah, I got him.
Oh, I knew you were messing with me. Come on, man. You're killing me, bro. You're killing me. Yeah, send him over, sir. That'd be great. Thank you.
All right, man.
All right, bye. What a character. What a real character. That's a real character. Don't shake the camera. I saw it. I caught you were just like shaking the camera. Don't shake it. If you shake it, there's going to be like 50,000 people mad at you for shaking it. So you can't shake it, okay? Anyway, yeah, let's move this stuff out of the way.
I'm gonna back up.
All right, you back up then.
Gotta get my chair. I need to sit down. Hey, Scott, over there. I'm gonna back up. Hopefully she don't hit me. Alright, that's good. And you'll see how good even Dad's doing. Let's go. Hey!
Yeah, I am.
Ooh, is that another box like an animal?
That's a box of brake rotors. Actually, one brake rotor. It's gonna be a brake rotor, isn't it?
Yep.
You know what that does?
No, not
No?
exactly, because I don't
I'll
work.
tell you later. I'll tell you when we take them out of the box. How's that?
Alright, we can do that. I'm down. Oh, blocker.
My camera girls today.
Maybe even forever.
Forever and ever?
Forever.
What else we got? Is that it?
Yeah, you got your,
We got the pads on here.
Sit down for a minute.
Alright, appreciate you. Take care.
Oh, I'm gonna take these things off my chair. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera a little. Trying to clear stuff down from this. That's really heavy now. Oh, can you hold this for a minute?
Yeah.
Let me take this off my chair.
You take it off your chair?
Yep.
Here, put those on top of the stack over here, can you?
Okay.
Yeah. I know, those are brake pads. Those are what make you stop when you hit the brakes. Yeah, yeah.
That's small, but
We'll get into those later. Yeah, well, there's a whole bunch of them in there. There's like, it's like 4 of them in there and 4 of them in here. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's a matter that needs some attention here. See that wheel speed sensor? They don't want to go in the hole very easily. See how it's stuck like that? So, I'll take a Dremel right here. Little, very, very soft abrasive stone on it. They shine the light in the hole. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? But what about all the debris in there? What do we do about all the dirt in the hole? We can't have that, right?
no.
Let's blow it out with some air. What do you say? Here, back up, or I'm gonna spray some of that spray everywhere. It's gonna blast out through here. Venturi. Good. Are you recording now?
Yeah.
Got it? Cool. Okay. I have replacement axle seals, so we're gonna go grab a little soft mallet, drive the seals in the axle, then put the axle shafts back in. All right, axle seal coming in, hammer coming in. All done, good to go. Very nice. Next, we'll stick a little bit of grease in here on the rubber. That way, when the axle's sliding in, it doesn't cause any abrasions or tears in the seal right there. There we go. Coat that on real nice like. Okay, so we're back outside, and I need to pull one of these axle shafts out of this differential, because I believe I'm gonna have to use these old axles on that new diff. I took a closer look at the one we just took out of the replacement, and it's got some pitting. Oh, the C-clip.
That's disgusting.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's oil.
Yeah.
It's nasty. There we go. There we go. Remember that?
Yep.
So I got one out of this side. We're going to take that axle out of this and see if it will work in that other one. Otherwise, we'll have to buy another one. I'll show you why when we get over there, okay? We climb up. You stay down there. Don't climb up here. Be careful. Pin hammer. The actual hammer is too far away. That looks much better. Okay, here, let me hop down. Let's see if this is the same as the one that's in there. Otherwise, we have a problem.
And I don't think you want to buy another one, do you?
Nope. Well, it's not. I mean, no. Okay, that's not gonna work.
Oh, no.
See, look. This one is bigger than this one right here. And see here the problem? Come look at the problem. Do you see that? See how that's not smooth? It's supposed to be smooth like this, and that's all chewed up. This one's not that bad, but yeah, that's not gonna work for us.
Do we have to buy another one?
We need a new axle shaft. Yep.
I don't want to buy that.
Well, that's how it is. Yeah, check it out. The parts store came through. They had Yukon axles in stock on the shelf. Well, they had one. The other one, oh, that's not how you open this box. The other one had to come in from another store, but I do have one axle here, so we can continue our procedure. You knocking those studs in there? Here, I'll hang on to it for you. Bam. Get that one more time right there. That was a little not all the way in. Beautiful. Good. Yeah, they just don't come with the studs installed, so we have to install them. Like it. All right, let's get this thing into position here. Get rid of the plastics. It's a full floating axle. Get the joke? All right. And now it's back. Gravity returns. Ultimate dad joke. There's gonna be like 6 people that understand that joke. It's a full floating axle. Now, because of this predictably unexpected setback, I will not have the second side axle until manana. So we don't get to finish this today. Most unfortunate. Oh, get in there. Need hammers. Okay, soft blow linear impacts. Let's kind of just hammer this thing in. Dong, dong. Yeah, I could have done this before putting the studs in. Then I wouldn't have to worry about hitting the studs. But if I did that, how do I get the studs in? Ah. I could have used a stud puller, but that taxes the threads a little bit. Ah. Is it there yet, Dave?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, good.
Got enough to get that clip in? The clippy clip. Yeah, I think you got her. All right. You need me to pry this back out over here to seat the clip?
Yes.
All right, hang on a sec. Coming in, pry bar. Man, this thing does not like to move. There we go. I think you're good. You good? You wanna go a little more?
Oh yeah, there we go.
All right. it is seated. Beautimous. Poof, look at that. Brake rotor, caliper, and bracket installed instantaneously. Yeah, we just threw that on there. No need to clean the surface up because it's a brand new surface. Caliper goes back together, that thing bolts on. Got the ABS sensor in. Now we can move over and do the other side. All right, so we need to take this driver's side axle shaft and actually push it inward some. That way it gives me some clearance to retrieve the little C-clip that's on the other side. So you gotta go push it in, pull the clip, and then you can pry bar it out. This one's kind of been particularly stubborn. That's just how they are. Here, let's give it the old whack-a-doodle over here. I don't have to be so nice with this hammer. I'm looking for results, not trying to be gingerly and dainty. Ooh, loud. Still loud. Oh, what? That's, oh man, that is piercing. You got it? All right, that's the worst tinky tink sound ever. The harmonics of it are just like stabbing me in the eardrums. It's savagery. But anyway, we'll come over here, attach the magnet on the screwdriver, get in there and fish out. I don't have it, Dave. Scheisse. No, it must have retracted. I'm gonna do it again. Dave, do me a favor, just kind of stiff arm this and give it a couple taps with the hammer just to drive it in, and then hold it stiff armed, and that'll keep it in position so I can fish out the magnet. Give it some love taps, sir. Oh, there it is. We don't even need to tap it. Perfect. You were right. There she is. Let's see if it'll come out. Pry bar. That one came out easier, a lot easier than the other one. Yeah, look at there. That's all chewed up too. See that one? It's nasty. Yep, yank her out, sir. Uh-oh. Oh, curvy pry bar. We're utilizing the wrong angles on our dangle here. Get up in there. No. Okay. You want to play games? I'll show you games. Mm-hmm. Tisk tisk. It just doesn't want to come out. Oh, got it. Give that a good wipe too. Oh, by the way, these axles have new seals and bearings. Just so you guys know. Seal driving time. Alright, good to go. So now we need to remove this backing plate and swap it out with that backing plate. This one's all rusty, Crustomatic, and the one that came on the truck, the original axle, that was not rusty Crustomatic, so these are going away. That one stays. Unclick. Ew! More nasty. Just can't have that. It's shedding layers like an onion. Call that Canadian steel. It recycles itself every couple of years. A little bit more grindy action over here. Hey Rod, what do you think? Canadian steel, is that fitting for the description of what this is? That looks pretty Canadian. A? You're from Detroit, you can say A. Is that how you guys do it? Just
With the whirling thing.
little ziz wheel bits and scrape the rustomatics off. That piece is, that's not a mating surface anyway, that's fine. Cool. Okay, so here, backing plate. Put that guy right in there, I believe that's how she goes. Or not. Ah, there it is. It went in with the click. Yeah, this is about the end here. So, it's decision-making time, fellas. Do we, A, finish this video and make it a cliffhanger and have a part 2 final assembly tomorrow, or do we not make a video tomorrow and I can just pick up on this footage later and just make this one video, but then we have to skip a day? What do you guys think? What do you want to do? Let me know in the comment section down below. Click.
One day later.
Oh man, this has got to be the worst planned video ever because it's not really actually planned. I came in a little late this morning. Dave already knocked out that left rear, so yeah. So now we're in the test driving, check it out phase. We put some 7590 Amsoil in it. Starting's the engine. Here, I'll tell you what. For some forgiveness for failing to include the installation of the left rear, we're gonna go out and drive this. We're gonna come back and we'll do a wheel alignment on it so we can go through like a wheel alignment 2.0 video. How's that? Ding 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 ding. It's beeping at me. Ding 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 ding. Backing out. What's up, Aaron? I see you hiding. Hey, you want to ride with me?
Oh yeah. So do you want to ride with me,
You want to ride with me? Yeah, let's go feel what this. Actually, no, we can't. Can't go anywhere yet. We're the only adults in the building. Yeah. Let's just wait a minute. Yeah. We'll just wait. That was fast. Lauren just rolled up, so now we can leave. I got the childrens here. There's some youngins running around out there. Ha! You tried to photobomb the video.
Yes.
Look at her. She's trying to get out of here. She's in the mirror. Lurking. Kid be lurking. You're not supposed to be on the internet, kid. It's not safe. It's not safe. It's not a safe place for young children to be. Even in this happy, wholesome environment, there's predatory individuals out there that mean to do harm to young human beings. And they should be put into a wood chipper.
They should be put into jail.
Okay, and on that note, we're gonna go on this test drive real quick, like backing out the auto. All right, let's ride. Sounds cool. But I'm interested in noisy.
That's gonna be?
Huh?
You think that's gonna be off at all?
Yeah, going from a 342 to 373, it'll be a little off. We can tune it. We can tune the speedometer. Now, who's that guy staring at? You see that dude over there?
Like them wheels.
Yeah, I guess, man. He was staring.
So do I have a 1-ton axle in my truck?
No, you got the...
Oh, I just got a different gear ratio.
Yeah, you got a little one. You got the little one. You got a locker in yours, the G80? Has it got a posi?
Man, do I look like I do cars?
Oh, you don't know all the RPO codes?
No.
Just like off the top of your head?
I just learned where they were. They're right here.
Oh, the little placard in there that tells you all your build.
Ford doesn't have nothing.
No, you got to look yours up on PTS or whatever, don't you? With your VIN match thing, your VIN checkout tool. All right, let's go. Full speed. Hello, shop. The ride's out pretty good. What do you think?
Impressive.
It had some scoot to it for a 5.3.
Yeah, those shifts were way better than my 4-speed.
That last one hung a little while. It didn't shift till 6 grand, but I was wide open throttle too. I was getting a little nervous. I was like, are you gonna shift? You gonna shift? It's a built transmission we put in this thing a few months ago.
Oh, that's right.
And that's the reason for the axle is since I'm building that 6.2 and we got a built transmission, that axle is for sure the weakest link. So I wanted to unweaken it.
Round, buddy.
We got really caught at the train. Almost made it.
All right, you two guys made it.
It was business. Here, man, hold on to that for a second for me. Yeah, a little over to the left a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Place look good?
Hold up. Yeah, that paint.
Yeah. On the other side.
Yeah.
Neutral, power down. Okay, wheel chalk it because we gotta roll the thing around. Parking brake off. I set it to get out because we're left in neutral and we need some safety protocols in place here. There we go. Good. Let's fire up the machine here. Powering on. I keep it turned off to protect it from... Hello, darling.
Hello.
How are you, my dear?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, working on stuff. All right, one more click, we're moving on up here. It was like 4 more clicks, but whatever, who's counting? Set her on the lock, good to go. Let's get the head set up. All right, over here at the Pro Aligner 2, not sponsored, that's just the one that I bought. Let's go ahead and put in our vehicle. We're looking for C Chevrolet. Scroll it down with our directional keys. I was already on it. Chevrolet, we got ourselves a Tahoe. There it is, Tahoe. And we're operating a 2010 Tahoe, 4x2. It's got 22s on it, which are not factory. These things came factory with 20s. You had Bridgestone tires and Goodyear tires. Remember what I was saying in the last video about how the tire selection, vehicle options, the build, all types of things can affect it? These are some of those options that can affect the specs that's programmed in. So we're gonna go with the biggest spec. Bridgestone or a Goodyear doesn't really matter, but rechecking here on our size. Oh no, we got 24s on this bad boy. Yeah, so all these specs kind of don't count. I'm just gonna pick Bridgestone tires. Doesn't really matter. Okay, here's our specs. We're looking for a little bit of negative camber. That's gonna be our lean caster. There's gonna be a split built into it. Oftentimes you'll find there's a caster split built into them where one caster measurement is different than the other, and that's to account for the crown on the road. A caster split will give you a slight drift or a pull to one side or the other, and naturally when certain roads have that crown to them, your vehicles are going to want to pull to the right, so they engineer a caster split into it to counteract that pull. You can align those out if you so choose. And then of course toe, we're looking for 0.10 degrees. I changed the specs in this machine. The last alignment had it in degrees and minutes, and this is now degrees represented as a decimal. I like to run decimal degrees. So that is, those are our specs. Now we need to go ahead and set the heads up so the cameras can see what the deal is, and then we can perform the aligning procedure. Let's get that guy out of there. Come here, you. All right, so now we find out if these heads are gonna work on 24-inch wheels, and they're supposed to, and the survey says, booyah, we fit. 24s are the maximum, which is good because I'm not doing anything else with like 26s or 30s or any of that garbage. Not interested. Now, since we had the screen pulled up while the heads were off, I'm just gonna click a restart, and it's just gonna recomp and start over. 8Rod just asked me if it's going to matter that this says that it's 20s. I don't think that's going to matter because the specs are the specs. They do change slightly with different wheel size options and things like that, but that's as close as we can get to the 24s, and we're just going to roll with those specs. I mean, I can set these up to whatever spec I want, really. We don't have to follow strictly by the guidelines. I mean, yeah, no, I shouldn't say that, because then folks will be like, hey, I need you to set me up with this and that, I want it tuned for it. No, that's at my discretion, not anyone else's. I have the experience, so I get to use the discretion. Bunch of techs with egos running around, right? It's like, nah, it's okay when it's my idea, but not when it's your idea.
Now go to lunch.
Now go to lunch. That one's not comping up yet. Go a little farther forward. To that right rear. There we go. Boom. Capture. There we go. Beautiful. So we'll pull the bridges out. I'm less descriptive on this alignment than I was the previous alignment. If you would like to see a more descriptive alignment, refer to the previous video of the wheel alignment. I will leave a link to it like right up here, and I'll also stick it down in the video's description. If you can't find the description, just below this video section, right above the merch store shelf where you can find all my brake clean and some gloves from Dentco. If you click on the video's title, that will open the menu for the description, and that's where you find the associated links and things of that nature. So now that we're done with that moment of educational self-promotion, let's continue the procedure here. This is already looking real good. Let's measure caster, centered, steering wheel lock, or brake pedal lock rather. I don't use steering wheel locks. I know. You're supposed to, but I don't. I do it the way I like to do it. And the way I like to do it works. Because I've developed the way I like to do it over the past couple of decades of doing this kind of stuff here. So anyway, we're gonna stick this guy in the hole. We're creating a hole, there we go. We have to lock in our brake pedal so the wheels cannot rotate. Push that against the seat ever so slightly-ish. And while we're there, I'll go ahead and put the parking brake on. Throw it in park. Start the engine. And we're gonna turn the steering wheel left for a left caster sweep, following the advice of the machine. Ding, come on with it. There we go. Okay, wheel to the right, doing a right caster sweep. Not too far. There we go. Come on. Gorgeousness. So now, come in here and center this steering wheel visually. Give it a rock so all the slack is evenly distributed through all the components and they're sitting straight and true according to the steering wheel. Good. Not falling down. I didn't really fall down last time. That was a little dramatic. Bring. And click red eye. There we go. A little off on caster. We need some positive caster out of this on the driver's front. Caster, remember from the last video, that's our shopping cart angle. We've got center line of the wheel in relation to the center line of the pivot point. That angle is the caster angle, and that's the one we need to change right here. Okay, so we're tooling up here to make some adjustments. On this particular example, we have to make these adjustments on the upper control arm, not the lower control arm. So what we're looking for, unfortunately, since camber is in such good position, we're gonna have to make two adjustments here on the upper. One of the adjustment cams is gonna have to go in towards the center line of the vehicle. The other adjustment cam, keep dropping my stuff. The other one is supposed to go out, away from the center line of the vehicle. And what that's going to do, let me get you guys in there. If we look at this upper, see how it's triangular in shape? So if we make this one come out and this one go in, it's effectively going to change the position of that triangle, which is going to change the pivot point of that upper ball joint, and that's going to change the angle of our caster forward or backwards, and that's going to give us our desired measurement. So the reason we have to do two adjustments is that ball joint has to remain roughly the same distance from the center line in order to not affect our camber angle very drastically. Make sense? Good. So reviewing our specified specifications, left caster is supposed to be 3 degrees, right caster is supposed to be almost 3 degrees. So we're what, 1.2 quarter degree split right here. So we kind of can get away with them being even, but with 1 whole degree off, that's no bueno. So we need to bump this up like 1.0 degrees at least. So that means we need to adjust the first ball joint until we get a ½ degree of camber change. Then we'll adjust the second ball joint to get the opposite of that ½ degree. That's going to give us our full degree caster while keeping camber the same. You'll see. You'll see. I know it's a lot to take in, but you'll see. Watch. Okay, coming down below here, we can see our cam adjuster right here on that upper control arm. See that guy? I know we're looking up. Hard to see, but it is what it is. Let's take this jam nut loose right here. Okay, that's good right there. Okay, so on the other side of that nut, there's our bolt. You get a hold of that, we're gonna turn this cam adjuster bolt. It's gonna push this control arm outwards. See that? It's gonna start giving us some positive caster. I'm gonna go a little far. And then we'll come up. I'm holding the wrench. I'm watching my screen too. We went up to positive 0.20 on our camber. So once we go to the rear control, or the rear bolt on this control arm, and then make that adjustment, it's gonna bring our camber back down to where we want it, and that should have, in theory, moved our caster to where we want it. Oh, click. There we go. Okay, let's review the specs real quick on the computerizer. After making that adjustment, we're positive 1/5 of a degree, that's 0.20 degrees. You'll notice our caster angle has not changed. That's because we have to calculate that angle, which means we have to do another caster sweep. So let me do the second camber adjustment on the rear of that control arm. And that should give us the numerical values that we seek. There we go. Ah. Come on. There she is right there. Let's bring it in. A bit. Whoa, I ran from that one. Okay, so we made an adjustment. See our left camber, negative 0.10 degrees. That's pretty good. I like that. So let's lock it down and then check caster. We may or may not have to do this a second time until it's dialed in, but that's where the skill and the art comes into play, doing it over and over and over again until we get it right. Or maybe maybe skill is not the word for that. Maybe patience is the word. Patience and due diligence. Those are the things that we value. Patience means you're going to do a good job because you're patient enough to pay attention to those details, right? Let's just lock this down. Now I don't partially lock these down because they're real easy to forget. So every time I tighten one of these up, it gets tightened. Or tightened down, whatever you prefer. But you never walk away from a loose bolt. Okay, let's go check our numbers and then we'll check caster again. Okay, camber didn't change, that's good. Time to measure caster one more time. We're going back in. A ding a ding a ding. Steering wheel still straight, even without the steering wheel lock. Let's give it a left turn. Following the graph. Come on. There we go. Right turn. One more. Another. Come on. Hurry up and wait. There we go. Straighten it out. Let's eyeball it straight how I want. That's good. Looks straight to me. The graph agrees that it's straightish enough. Potential wrench gravity. Yeah. All right. 1/2 degrees caster split. Is that going to be satisfactory or no? Let's go to measurements. And our split. Yeah, we're a little high on our split. Let's just see what we can do here for this. Make additional measurements. Okay, I'd like to get that split down a little bit. So what I'll do is we're going to go back to the upper control arm. We're going to adjust camber to come up positive to match that 0 on the right hand side. We bring that positive and that should bring this guy down here negative just ever so slightly, and that's going to put us closer to our desired spec. Okay, so we need positive camber out of this and a little bit of negative caster out of this. So we're going to go back to our rear adjustment because we need to take that ball joint and move it outwards, and we need to move it forward to give us the negative. So this adjuster has to come out slightly. I went a little bit too far with it the first time around, which is okay. Unclickage again. So the gist of it is we're adjusting measurements off of a measured adjustment and then a calculated adjustment. So we're using camber to come up with our caster. And that's where the knowing, comes into play. Push this guy back out just a wee bit. See that? She moved. And oh, we went way too far. Now we're positive 20. So I'm gonna flip that ratchet around. I'm gonna bring it back. Let's bring that camber negative again. I'm gonna bring it negative. Actually, we're gonna bring it right down to 0. Still moving this guy here, just a wee bit at a time. Now it's +5. 0, negative 0.05. I went too far. One more time, that's fine. There we go. 0, 0 on our camber measurement. So now let's lock it down. Where'd that 21 go? Over there. Gonna hold it with this one. Still checking our 0, which we're good. Set that to tighten. Tighten the other way. There we go. We can't see. Dogs are barking. I wonder what the puppies are barking at. Is there someone here? So as I'm tightening this down, I'm still looking over at the screen, making sure that when I tighten this adjuster, it doesn't affect the angle, because that's a very real thing, and you have to compensate for what's going to change when you tighten it down. Okay, so we're 0s. That's not accurate. We have to measure one more time. So let's go ahead and do our caster sweep one more time, measuring caster. And we go through that procedure once more. Uno más. Do it again. Over and over and over. No wonder all mechanics are insane. By definition, we're insane. Performing the same act over and over and over again. Except we do expect a different result. Ding. Come on with it. I'm curious to see how closely dialed in that caster measurement is. You know, changing something once is okay. Changing it twice is like, man, all right. You start changing things 3 or 4 times, it gets repetitive and boring. But that's the job. Make it right. We're in the customer service business here. We gotta deliver results. And those results are often emotionally rooted. People are attached to their vehicles. I mean, look at me. I'm attached to mine. I love my truck. It's a work of art. Come on, you flipping thing. I gotta go do it manually. Straighten that up. Good. And shut down. I keep forgetting I have to come and push the K4 button. Here we go. 5, -5, meh, I'll live with that. 0.05 degree split. And we're down to 0.3 degree split. This is pretty good. Let's review specs one more time. Review specified specifications. So we want -0.1, 315 and 285 on the right. And we're 275. So they're slightly lower, but the split is accurate. So we're good to go here. I need to just set up the front toe, make them even, and then we're good to go. We can roll it out. Jaw pliers coming in. Now you guys are wondering, hey, how come you're using pliers on all this stuff and, you know, not like a wrench? It's just easier. I mean, I can put pliers on it. It's fine. Not a problem. So here, let's bring our toe inwards towards the center line. So we're going to tighten this inner tie rod, and it's going to shorten the length. Now I use a wrench. Or not, because it doesn't fit. That's why. Because there's so many different sizes, I just keep the pliers nearby and use those. Tighten that guy down right there. Okay, that's pretty good. Right there, we'll lock it down. Yeah. Got it. Okay, let's review some specs. Hi, Dave. Let's review some specs here. We're at 5 where we want it, so let's bring that other side down to 5 to match. And we're ready to rock. All right, moseying on over here to the passenger front. Gonna wrench and repeat right here. Okay, frustrated pliers coming in. Not really frustrated. I just call them the frustrated pliers. see. Unclick. There we go. And this one, we need to bring it from positive 0.10 down to positive 0.05. So we have to lengthen this this tie rod here and make it longer to take the tire and point it away from the middle of the vehicle, from the center. There we go. 0.06 right there. That puts us at 0.0. Oh, we're 0.006 still. One more little murph right there. Right on the money. Let's tighten it down. Kickage. 5 and 5. Gorgeous. All right. 5 and 5. 0.3 degrees split. Nearly perfect right here. This is a perfectly set up wheel alignment. Let's go ahead and give it the print out treatment. Begin printing. Print summary. What if I can print this with a picture, not the graphs? I gotta learn how to set this machine up the way I want. But yep, we're good to go. So guys, we're backing it out, heads off. This one's done. Quick spinner on the block, make sure it drives straight and level, which it will. And we are ready to rock and roll. So that being said, I have nothing more to offer you guys on this particular video, on this particular Tahoe, at this particular current point in time. If you would, please feel free to let me know what you think about this procedure, this truck, and this video in the comment section down below. Don't forget to engage that like and subscribe button while you're down there. And most importantly, have yourselves a fantastic day. See you guys later in a video, in a Tahoe, in a wheel alignment number 2, in a transmission.